Imagine stepping into pitch darkness. You run your hand along a rough stone wall, tracing the natural rock, and suddenly your light hits a surface that reflects the beams straight back into your eyes. Deep in the Indian state of Bihar, carved into an immense, solid granite ridge, are the Barabar Caves. The historical record places the origin of these structures more than 2,200 years ago, during the reign of Emperor Ashoka and the Mauryan Empire. Stepping through the doorways reveals a finish that shouldn't be here. The interior walls are sculpted into a glassy, mirror-like surface that catches the light from the entrance. This visual scale shows where granite ranks compared to typical ancient building materials. While limestone and sandstone are relatively easy to carve, granite sits at the top of the scale. Even modern construction crews struggle to shape it without diamond-tipped machinery. You can see the physical conflict in the stone. The ceiling remains rough and unyielding, while the walls have been ground into flawless planes. Standing inside this chamber, the precision of the stone makes the ancient date feel wrong. This physical evidence often leads visitors to search for modern explanations, assuming these caves must be the product of advanced machinery. Archaeological evidence from the 3rd century BCE indicates that the stonemasons of this era were working with basic iron tools. An iron chisel can certainly break rock, but maintaining the geometric control required to carve perfectly flat, vertical planes out of a solid granite mountain is a feat of extreme mechanical difficulty. The stone also manipulates the air. The vaulted geometry causes even the slightest noise to be amplified and sustained, creating reverberation that feels physically heavy. This creates a debate among engineers. Did the architects design this specific curvature to control sound, or is the intense resonance simply an unavoidable byproduct of polishing the walls so aggressively? Standing in the center of the chamber, hearing a whisper bounce off glass-smooth granite, the theory of simple iron chisels feels inadequate to explain the sensory experience of the space. It is tempting to explain this away with theories of lost mechanical drills or otherworldly interventions, but the evidence suggests a much more grueling reality. This diagram shows gradual abrasion. Craftsmen apply friction with coarse sand, then finer clay and water, grinding granite into a reflective plane. This required sheer duration. Workers spent entire lifetimes applying wet sand to a single wall until it gave way to a polish. This technique, known today as Mauryan polish, was a highly specialized science of friction. It reached its peak during this specific era, yielding these unique surfaces before the knowledge eventually fell out of practice. The caves are a monument to human patience. They demonstrate that extreme endurance and physical labor can produce results that look, to our modern eyes, like they must be the work of a machine. We often view the past through a lens of chronological arrogance, assuming that older civilizations were inherently primitive because they lacked our electronics. But the entrance to Barabar proves sophisticated engineering doesn't require electricity. The ornate archway is carved directly into the boulder with mathematical precision. The Mauryan polish didn't evolve into something better, it simply stopped. When the specific sequence of abrasion and timing was no longer handed down, the ability to replicate this finish vanished, proving how easily a master technique can be erased from history. This shifts the central inquiry. The mystery isn't about the iron chisels or the sand used. The mystery is the untapped potential of the human mind and body 2,200 years ago. The Barabar Caves stand as a permanent record of what patience and physical endurance can achieve. They suggest that actual human history, when driven by forgotten intellect, is far more impressive than any science fiction fantasy.